Welcome to Recaps with CineMax. If two movies starring Keanu Reeves and the finest Hollywood CGI weren't enough, the Wachowskis ended up giving us a third Matrix film in 2003, The Matrix Revolutions. Rather than just get attached to the characters here, the technical aspect of the film stands out and delivers mind-blowing special effects, which certainly masks the weakness embedded in the plot of this film. The film continues from the second movie where Neo, Keanu Reeves, and Bane, Ian Bliss, lie unconscious in the medical bay of the ship Hammer. Inside the Matrix, Neo becomes trapped in a subway station named Mobile Avenue, which in reality is a transition zone between the Matrix and the real world. Moving back and forth between the natural world and the Matrix, it is difficult to tell for the audience at any specific point of the film whether Neo is real or not. Whether he seems to like what he's doing. Being a fan favorite in the first two films, Keanu Reeves delivered powerful performances in these two films, and he could have been at his A-game as well, had the script not disappointed this badly. The apocalyptic battle scenes in this movie were quite brilliant as well, the machines penetrating the dome of Zion and unleashing the Sentinels with nasty whiplashing octopi. The humans don't plan to sit for long either as they fight back by climbing into fearsome robotic machines to give the machines a taste of their own medicine. The muscles of humans control more powerful muscles made of steel and cybernetics. Each of their surrogate arms ends in a powerful machine gun that sprays endless streams of ammo at the enemy. And I can't stress this enough on how much I enjoyed these scenes with these machines. Of course, a question does arise that since humans are fighting against machines, shouldn't they be using a more humane manner? Then again, machines can only end up being defeated by machines, for that matter. Plus, we aren't bothered by the outcome because what we see is not real, it is only a projection of what the Matrix wants us to see. With so many theories coming to us all at once, it is only understandable that plot holes are in order. The first of these is that since the battle is taking place in such an advanced time, shouldn't humans' weapons be more advanced than machine guns as well? This gets us to conclude that the battle taking place isn't a real battle. Instead, it is a virtual one. Another scene contributing to the virtualness is when Niobe, Jada Pinkett Smith, and Morpheus, Lawrence Fishburne, race to their rescue in their speeding ship, which bounces off walls and sheds many of its vital parts. On the other hand, if it were a real ship, then it would have crashed upon striking the wall. Has the virtual world gone into so much detail that we stop following in the footsteps of logic? That isn't the point of the Matrix. The first Matrix film was loved so much more than its sequels because it toyed with the idea of a virtual world and real world along with addressing the matter of how the two of them eventually converge together. The major issue of the Matrix Revolutions is that the scenarios are forced to exist. The real scenarios turn into the fake ones and vice versa. And this doesn't give the space for reality or illusion to define itself the right way. When Neo finally sits down with the Oracle, Mary Alice, and demands the truth, he doesn't get what he asks, which eventually ends up killing my expectations as well. At the movie's climax, the machines eventually end up working together with Neo to make sure Agent Smith, Hugo Weaving, and his clan are brought down for good even after Smith foresaw his victory against Neo as per the Oracle. Again, the fight sequences are worthy of praise here since it's the most important fight of the entire film. Credits were due, the CGI killed it at this part. Smith, about to win, is stopped in his tracks when the machines come to assist Neo, bringing a power surge that causes the Neo-Smith clone in the Matrix and all the other Smith clones to be destroyed. The Sentinels then withdraw from Zion as Neo's lifeless body is carried away by the machines. Finally, the result is the rebooting of the Matrix. One of the most important things to point out in this film is the cause of representation. The film had several key characters who are black and the portrayal of strong women who will go to any lengths to carry out their motive. Going 18 years back, this wasn't an easy feat to pull, but the directors did it with great aplomb since many of these characters have a cult status now in the history of cinema. It can't be denied that The Matrix Revolutions is still a great movie with its gripping action sequences and interactions of man and machine that will have you on the edge of your seat for a few moments. The fans who put in the effort to watch the previous two films, and don't get me wrong, the first one was a masterpiece, deserve to get a better conclusion to the trilogy. It was a trilogy until the fourth movie in the series was announced a few years back, and it is finally going to be released at the end of this year. The Matrix Revolutions is a fantastic action flick with the Wachowskis delivering this film with all guns blazing. How and where the next movie will pick up from is yet to be seen because humans barely get to rest in a world generated by computers. And this isn't your ordinary world. It is one the Wachowskis aren't afraid to revisit.